Well, the municipal elections are just over a week away, and there are concerns tonight after the City of Toronto revealed that turnout at advance polls were down for a second consecutive election. And experts, they're not optimistic. They say since there are no hotly contested races, a low turnout at advance polls is indicative of what will be seen on Election Day.
I think everybody should vote, because if you're going to complain, then go and vote.
I think more of us should vote, especially people my age don't tend to vote a lot.
Despite an extended voting period, fewer Torontonians cast their ballots this year. Advance voter turnout fell by almost 7% from 2018 and by a staggering 30% from 2014, which saw a record turnout.
I know that's mostly due to people our age not being educated and not wanting to vote, not knowing how to vote, not knowing where to vote. So yeah, it is kind of a concern because then nothing is changing.
Our generation is the people that's going to be making that difference, and if we're not voting, then we're not making that change.
According to a CityNews release, only 115,911 voters cast their ballot at one of 50 advanced voting stations across Toronto last week, a significant drop from 2018 and 2014.
It's not a good sign. There's a host of reasons, the biggest being, of course, that people don't feel like this is a competitive race. There are a few council seats that are competitive, but at the mayoral level, people aren't feeling like it's competitive. And that's not good for democracy.
Experts tell us 2014 was a record-setting year for voter turnout because of the competitive mayoral race, as John Tory ran against the now Premier, Doug Ford.
When we have competitive mayoral races, what we see is that there's a lot more debates. And so we create a whole sort of ecosystem where everybody can get excited and feel the energy and feel like this election matters, that there's a real choices here on both sides.
While mayoral candidate Gil Penalosa has managed to rally a significant following, John Tory is expected to win another term this year after already serving as Toronto's mayor for 8 years.
It's unfortunate that we've really only had 2 debates, and even those are not particularly high-profile debates in the mayoral election, because elections are a chance to talk about the issues that really matter.
The second mayoral debate will take place Monday. Meanwhile, many incumbents on Toronto City Council are also expected to be re-elected. But with 7 councillors calling it quits, there are some close races for open council seats. As for turnout on Election Day, it's now expected to be even lower this year than the already disappointing turnout in 2018, which saw just 41% of eligible residents voting, down from 60% in 2014. And this isn't just a municipal problem, it's indicative of a broader challenge. Experts say that people are feeling like democratic institutions just aren't adequately addressing challenges in their communities. For instance, Ontario's provincial elections in June saw the lowest voter turnout in its history, with just 43% of eligible voters casting a ballot. Now, Toronto's municipal election will take place next Monday, October 24th from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m.